previous Synthes Matrix spine system, which was discontinued. Alex does it a little bit different than how the system's usually used. So this is usually a complete MIS system. So if we have a younger patient with a burst fracture of the spine and you're trying to fix that, you can obviously use it for fusions as well as Alex does. You don't want to open everything up to stabilize their spine. It disrupts your all the muscles attached to your spine. Everything gets peeled off. It's very traumatic for the patient, and the recovery is way longer than if you do an MIS procedure for the same stabilization of the spine. So usually this is done through a very small incision down to the spine using, you have your 2 C-arms set up often to do an AP and lateral, so you can go quickly, find your position through the muscles down to the spine and get through the pedicles to stabilize above and below either the fusion or the fracture. So we start with our 2 blunt wires, and if I go off track here, this is just because I've done this MIS only tons of times and I've seen one case with Alex. So if you guys are like, no, he does it differently, just let me know. So these uses these instruments to find a path down to the spine, down to the pedicle, and then feeds these wires through, and those kind of establish your working channel. This is a dilator, so once the wire is down, you can go over and open things up a little bit. I don't even know if he uses this because he does a mini open procedure versus this is for MIS, so he doesn't use this.
We did use that last one I scrubbed in.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say the one I did with him, he didn't,
So, okay, so maybe not. You can have it available. This does just get assembled by sliding it together. Yeah, there's no trick to that. And then, as you know, Alex is very quick, and really anyone who does this procedure regularly with MIS or anything, it is a very quick procedure because you're not doing that huge open portion with the soft tissues. So you go right to putting a tap in and right to putting screws in. So this is should be close to your workflow. Does Alex use the same, these aren't color coded. Does he under tap or does he use the same size tap?
We use the same size.
Same size. So the taps are actually undersized themselves as it is. So if you're using a 6mm tap, for a 6mm screw, it's not actually 6mm. It's like 0.3 or something like that underneath, exactly, so that you get a little bit of thread going in outside of where you've tapped. So that would be spot on. So this is, I need screwdrivers. This is the absolute key. Setting this stuff up is not the hard part. Loading screws is. So these devices, these are called castle nut drivers, and I need actual screwdrivers as well. Where's that?